mean, could somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams and not get $1 million?
Her dog, or her cat, was named
I picked them all in dust. I'm stingy with my love. Ooh, baby. I got pearls beneath my legs, my lips, my hands, my hips. I got diamonds beneath my thighs, where his ego will find bliss.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kenji Dix here. Glad you can join us here on The Take on this weekend edition. We joined you here. Normally be on Thursdays, but we're on the weekend, so we have an extra show for you on Viral. But hey, we're here. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's get to the big story. The big story this week is the writer's strike. Hollywood writers are fed up. They want more money. Some of your favorite TV shows may be delayed or maybe not coming back for a while. Well, let's get all the info on what's going on right now with the writer's strike in Hollywood. A lot of the writers are fed up. Even shows that could be affected from NBC, Netflix, Amazon, you name it, they could all be affected. Even the late night talk shows could be affected. So a writer's strike is going on. Hopefully, we get something like decorum or something, because last writer's strike was back in 2007. So that was a couple of years ago. 2007, I know about 2007, a special year for me. Well, hopefully the writers get their Hollywood get their act together and help these writers, because the writers really are the core of the shows. And you won't have your shows no more. All right, in other celebrity news, rapper Snoop Dogg did a meet and greet, and he talked about why is AI taken away from artists and stuff and streaming. Take a look.
Exciting, but streaming got to get their shit together, because I don't understand how the fuck you get paid off of that shit. Like, I mean, could somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams and not get $1 million?
When you think about it, Snoop Dogg makes a point. Snoop Dogg ain't playing. Snoop Dogg saying, hey, we doing this and that, and then we ain't getting nothing for A and Z. Snoop Dogg making a point, but I don't know what's going on. They trying to go with AI. I mean, it ain't gonna work too long and stuff with AI, but you never know. They're trying to find a cost-cutting, efficient way to save. You know how that be sometimes. Snoop Dogg let his piece. Snoop Dogg don't play. I'll tell you that right now. Well, we move on to another story in celebrity news. A lot of celebrities attended the premiere of the live adaptation of The Little Mermaid, and you can tell the Little Mermaid herself, Chloe Bailey, made an appearance, as well as Offset, Kayla Pratt, and many more celebrities. It was like Disney celebrities. If you got a daughter, bring her. So I look at Offset with his kids. And then Kayla Pratt, they look like her. And Kenya Moore came out there as well. So everybody came out there to show support for the Little Mermaid if you got a daughter. Hopefully one day I have a daughter as myself. I can spoil her. All right. In other celebrity news, Queen Bee Beyonce officially begins her Renaissance tour. You know, Beyonce is coming to start the tour in the out domestically. She'll be coming to the States soon, and a lot of people can't wait. But as you can see here, these videos, Beyonce is trying to show what she's gonna bring and what sample of what you're gonna get when you go to a Beyonce concert. So Beyonce showing off her moves and grooves. So hey, we're looking forward to see Beyonce in what near city you're at. So hey, you can be Atlanta, you can be Nashville. A lot of people are going to different places. You know, she's coming to Nashville in July. She's coming to Atlanta in August. So it's going to be those places that's going to really pay difference because Atlanta is a bigger market and she having 2 days in Atlanta. So speaking of that, Robert De Niro reveals that he just had a baby at the age of 79 years old. Wow.
What didn't come up during our interview is that De Niro, who's 79, has a newborn. So I said, we were with him on Saturday. That news was released on Monday. So I called him yesterday. I said, don't you think, Mr. De Niro, you could have just mentioned that in passing, that you have this baby? He goes, well, he said, I actually thought about it, but we were discussing the movie, and I didn't want to take anything away from the movie. I just didn't want to do that. And it didn't come up. I said, but why would I ask if you have a baby? But he was doing interviews, and the reporter said to him, you know, you have 6 children. And he said, no, I have 7. Because he said in that moment, he didn't want to deny this baby. Wow. I don't think I know he's not a shady guy. He wasn't trying to dodge it. He's just living his life about what kind of baby is it? What's the baby's name? How did this come about? And he said, first there was dead silence, and he went, okay.
So this is not an exclusive yet. We're about to show.
This is a bona fide exclusive.
Okay.
I present to you the national TV debut of Gia Virginia Chin De Niro.
Oh.
She weighed
wow.
6 ounces when she was born on April 6th. How cute is this baby? Robert De Niro and his partner, that's Tiffany Chen, are over the moon about this little girl. Now, this is the thing. Robert De Niro has 6 and now 7 children. His oldest is in the early 50s.
He gonna be the baby's great grandfather, but he had a baby and making him a father of 7. What the? Yeah. I mean, Robert De Niro still got it. He's like a raging bull. He still got it. Even like he'd like to do meet the parents. All right. Speaking of that, on talk shows, White House correspondent host Roy Wood Jr. did some media rounds. He visited Sherry. And he talked about what he was going through during the White House Correspondents' Dinner with Sherry. And he also stopped by the Tamron Hall show about the same course. Let's hear what Roy Wood Jr. had to say on both talk shows. Take a look.
One of the reviews obviously talked about the jokes and the wit that you put in there, but also the heart. You did call out some of the injustices right in the room. I mean, is it hard to talk about somebody with them like right there in your face?
No, what you gonna do? Run up on the stage? I mean, if it's one thing we know about politicians, they ain't got no hands. Them folks came to the Capitol on January 6th. Everybody ran. That was your day to show that you got hands. They ain't got no hands.
Was there any joke that you left?
Hang on 1 second. Please don't audit my taxes. Politicians. Better clean that up real quick. You know, that's how they get you.
Right. This is a live show. So right now someone's looking up your social security number wondering what that you were killing.
No. You're not listening. Like, all I'm doing is don't mess up the joke. Don't mess up the joke. What's the next joke? Okay, you got to do that joke. Do the next joke. Do the next joke. And like halfway through, I look up and I see Lester Holt from NBC News, and Lester Holt just gave me one of these. And that's when I knew. I was like, oh, okay, everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
He gave me that Mr. Miyagi nod from Karate Kid. Certain people are not going to laugh for political reasons.
Right.
And then other people aren't gonna laugh because they sitting next to their boss that you talking about.
Okay.
Imagine if I came to your church and I started roasting your pastor while you was sitting next to your pastor.
Right.
You can't laugh at that.
Can't laugh.
Now on the way home, you're gonna be laughing your ass off at pastor. What do you?
that can't be a real name.
We don't know that.
All right, Warwood Jr. had a lot to say. He said he didn't care who was in the room when he made those jokes. He thought they needed to hear it. So, hey, Warwood Jr. doing his thing. He's from Birmingham, too. So, I used to hear him on the radio all the time in the Birmingham radio station, making prank calls and jokes and all this stuff. So, it's good to see him shine. And I think his mom taught me before when I was in college. So, it was, ooh. His mom a comedian too, you ask me. All right. And I was speaking of that on Sherry. Sherry, she's a big Janet Jackson fan. As you saw on the Connect TV YouTube channel, I went to the Janet Jackson concert in Birmingham. And it was amazing. It was that we got it on the YouTube shorts for a lot of viewers. A lot of y'all viewed it and saw it. We thank you for watching and viewing it. Thank you for very much. Well, Sherry Shepherd is like a fan like me of Janet. Sherry went on her show and said when she did the Janet Jackson meet and greet, she couldn't contain herself. Take a look.
People waiting to take a picture with Janet Jackson. And I'm talking to myself as I'm walking through the door. I said, it is of paramount importance that you act like you got some sense. You want to get invited to the party. So I walked in and she said, it's so good to see you again. And I said, yeah, girl, it's good to see you too. So good. And that's the whole time. And she was like, how are you? And I was like, you know how, everything. And they said I could take a selfie. And you know how you get your phone and I get on everybody about these daggone selfies. I was like, where's the camera? The camera would not come up on my cell phone and I'm swiping. Then they wanted my passcode. I couldn't remember my passcode. And then I'm trying to put it in. I was like, what is it? Is it rough sex 1, 2, 3, 4? What is the passcode to this? And I said, Janet, I'm sorry. I'm like my grandmama. And then Janet, I think I scared a little bit because she went, what are you doing? And I looked at her and said, they said I could take a selfie. You know what, we ain't got to do nothing. But then I got the selfie. Then it was my publicist, Simone. But she's a Janet super fan. And she goes, Janet, you so beautiful. She gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying. I was like, bitch, you not gonna cry. That's what you not gonna do. I'm trying to get to the party. And then I was just like, stop it. Don't cry. Because if you start crying, I'm gonna start crying. It was like 200 people waiting to take a picture.
Sherry Shepherd said she couldn't contain herself, tried to keep herself in peace and calm, but she really couldn't act that. She said her phone was acting all crazy and stuff. So Sherry Shepherd just like us, a fan. We're talking about big changes for her, but hey, there's always big changes. All right, don't go anywhere. This is The Take here on Connect TV, the weekend edition. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the weekend edition of The Take. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on this weekend edition here on Connect TV. Join in the conversation using the hashtag but The Take. I'm so used to seeing other shows, pro wrestling shows, Viral. They all on these separate shows. But join in that conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Ms. Kim. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, we're back here. Let's get to the nitty-gritty with the political rundown. On the political rundown, we know former President Donald Trump has lost his lawsuit against author E. Jean Carroll. Carroll claims that Trump did the R word to her, and she wanted to seek damages and punitive damages. Well, she did get the punitive damages, but there was no claim that Trump didn't grab her and did the R word to her. Let's take a look on what's going on with that story.
The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow to put that in. All of these things. But with her, they could put in anything. Access Hollywood.
As mentioned, Mr. Trump never set foot in that courtroom. You never got to see him face to face and confront him. What would you have wanted to say? What would you want to say to him now?
I said it to Joe Tacopina yesterday. he came over to congratulate me. He put out his hand, and I said, he did it, and you know it. And then we shook hands, and I passed by. So I got my chance to say it.
I don't even know who the woman, let's say, I don't know who, it's Marla.
You say Marla's in this photo?
That's Marla, yeah, that's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to? No.
Here.
Carol.
Oh, is that,
The person you just pointed to was
I
Jean
see.
Carroll.
Who's that? Who is this?
Point, your wife. And the woman on the right is your then wife.
I don't know,
Ivana?
this was the picture. I assume that's John Johnson, is that
That's Carol.
because it's very blurry.
I mean, if it's
You saw that story of Trump, got away again, but he always gets away. But you know how Donald Trump is. He doesn't care. He likes to say this. Yep. So Trump like to get away with that, but hopefully he knows how to behave and keep his hands to himself. Do that to your wife. She beautiful. Do it to her. Grab her, you know what? You're married to her. I mean, if she feels the mood to do so, but sometimes with Trump, he's always a misogynist, a bigot, and all this stuff. But you never know. All right, on the reality show clip down. We all know that Kim Zolciak and Troy Berman, husband and wife, are going to get a divorce. A lot of people said they saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. I thought they were going to make a good. They've been together for so long. But then too, when you're white, you can just divorce and get married again, remarry, find somebody else. You can get like Elizabeth Taylor or Kim Kardashian so many times. It's just, I guess, different cultures, different vultures, I think. Well, if you want to watch the full episode of Kim and Troy on what's going on with their divorce, watch Viral from this week where we did a added show about focusing on their divorce and their relationships and their money woes and financial stuff going on with them. So, hey. Well, we know one Bravo star who's been up there with Kim. She has to do the same. Well, she put her 2 cents in it, and you won't believe who this Bravo star is. Take a look.
A podcast, and my producers told me that Kim Zolciak and Croy are getting divorced. And I've heard all the rumors about the foreclosure, and I thought to myself, marriage is hard enough. Bringing other people into your life and highlighting it for years on TV, I did it for a short time, and I paid the price. And I took it like a champ when I was scrutinized, and they go with you in when it's happy and everything looks great, and everyone's coming with you when it goes down to the abyss in the shit pit, Slumdog Millionaire style. So they invited us into this life, and they've always been people who seem like they're spending more than they have. He's on a football salary, she's on a housewife's salary, and they're spending like the fucking plane's going down. And the thing is, you can't spend more than you make. And it's the old housewives model to get on the show, make no money, spend, logo, car, house, bankruptcy, foreclosure, because you can't fucking keep up. You're writing checks you can't cash. And it's gross. It's like, what's wrong with America? When the whole real estate bubble crashed, that was because people were just financing their houses, and the whole thing imploded. And I heard Kim and Croy owe $1 million each, and it's like, good, pay the IRS. You gotta fucking pay. You wanna play, you gotta fucking pay. And all these couples that bring everybody into every single detail like they're perfect, it's a recipe for disaster also. Machine Gun Kelly and Meghan, and then he's cheating. And it's Adam Levine and his wife. Everyone gets humbled real quick. So these two, we're so perfect and we're so in love and we have all this money and we're spending and the diamonds and the this and the filters and the kids and everything. And then when the shit goes sideways, you invited us in when it was going good and it looked like a fairy tale or made us believe it was. Well, guess what? We're coming out with you too. So no one's going to fucking respect your privacy at this time, because there is no privacy at this time. And I think I get particularly lit when people spend what they don't have. It's like fucking up the whole system. It's like fucking with the IRS. Like, you pay your goddamn bills, right? I never spent a goddamn dime until I made money. Like, never. I couldn't afford a taxi. I would pray that someone would buy me a drink. Like, I never spent a fucking penny. I was terrified. I was on the cover of Forbes and called my business manager to ask if I could buy a handbag the first time. I was always terrified because you don't spend money you don't fucking have. My apartment was furnished by IKEA. When I was on the Housewives in New York, I didn't have it, so I didn't pretend I had it. Fucking hate all show and no go. I hate fronting and stunting. Pay your fucking bills. That's all I have to say. Pay your fucking bills.
Yes, it's Beverly Franklin. Beverly Franco put her 2 cents in. Beverly is saying that they were trying to live lavish and live off. I mean, when you on TV and doing all this stuff, you gotta live lavish. But you know, Kim mind is like she wants to do what she wants to do. Troy was just a willing participant. But I do feel sorry for Troy. I did mention that on one of the videos. I felt sorry for him because he got brought into it, and then he really kind of had to, had to play court and stuff. You know, sometimes when dudes get in relationships, they think it's all good intention, but then when these women be playing with them and playing with their mindsets, and they have to go along with the woman, you know, sometimes they fall lost in the shuffle as well. So there's a lot going on with that. But hopefully Troy would move away from Kim, find another woman. That's what he's gonna do. He'll probably find another woman and take care of the 4 kids, co-parent with Kim, and gives them some structure, because the other 2 girls, they ain't got no structure. Kim made it clear right there. You love me, you're gonna have to deal with them. He did, but look what it paid him. He got what he wanted. He got his 4 kids, but the 4 kids acting more like them. So dysfunctional at its best. All right, speaking of another dysfunctional family, Kim Kardashian, she's making her rounds, and she was at a Lakers game, and she's trying to get the attention of LeBron James. LeBron looked at her side eye. Hey, you don't want Savannah in this. And then a lot of people are saying that Kim is trying to ease her way on LeBron. LeBron knows better, and LeBron knows that Kim Kardashian is attention, you know what. So he knows, and she's trying to find ways to get relevant, stay relevant. You ain't gonna break up that family, because that family has been established, and then they've been high school sweethearts, which I can't say. Sometimes you be high school sweethearts or whatever, and you still be broken up. So the love is there, but the grand is there, so you never know. And finally, the viral video of the week, as a baby mama has a baby shower, and here's the plot twist. She brings not only one baby daddy, a potential 2 baby daddies. You won't believe how this all came out. Look at this. I mean, come on now. She pregnant, and she don't know who she slept with. I mean, that's all great and grand, but at the same time, you got to figure out who you slept with the most within 9 months. If you slept with both of them, I understand. You might have to do a DNA test. If Maury Povich was still around, you probably have to do a DNA test, but he's not around, so I don't know who do DNA tests now. I guess you have to get a DNA stick and just figure out if they the dad, well, a pea stick or something. So hey, you never know. But if they all right and they want to co-parent together, by means do what they got to do. So hey, it is what it is. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this edition of The Tape, weekend edition. I'm been your host, Kitty Dick, saying so long. Thank you for watching The Tape. We will have, next week will be the season finale of season 6. We're gearing up for season 7 in September. So we hope to see you around this fall. So next week will be the season finale, and we'll see you next week for another edition of The Tape, the season finale.